Well, the Mizuna really turned out well. Can't complain about that. G'day, how are you? It's been, wow, weeks. I've been drowning in work lately. It's just been that kind of situation. There's not much I can do about it. I'm not alone. I'm not an orphan, so I'm not complaining about it, but gee, it's been hard to get around and do a few of the things that I really enjoy doing. Those kind of situations can work on your mind a little bit, and me, like anybody else, of course it does. But I just wanted to share with you, first video back in a while, some acts of kindness that I've experienced recently that I just want to make sure I get out to the world before I give you an update on a few of the things that are going on around here. And one of the things that I want to share with you first off is some stuff from Neil at Cool Climate Tropical Fruits. He's been a guy who's supported my channel for a long time and has a great channel himself, and I'll put some details down below and on screen for you to be able to check out Neil's stuff. But in an act of absolute kindness, he sent me a few things. He sent me some mammoth sunflower seeds. Brilliant. We've got some Italian chili, large medium heat. Large medium heat. I thought I was reading a label there, Neil. Large medium heat. Have a look at that. Beautiful. Could do with some warmer chilies. Also, Neil and I have sort of had some conversations about the differences between fermenting and dry storing of tomato seeds and things like that. And these are some of Neil's own GRANDE tomato, which is a variety I've never grown before, so I'm super excited about this. And I'm issuing a challenge to you, Neil, because I've got my fermented and my dried seeds. You might remember I grabbed some from an organic market from a really large Buckeye variety to see how they go. But the important thing is, mate, I am so hoping these go well, and I'm sure they will. Also here we've got some a few more of some of the same tomato, and I'm so glad, Neil, you are like me, that you can write labels like probably more of the same. Perfect, we are of like mind. But the real treasure here is, have a look at this. These are some PINEBERRY runners that Neil has been talking to me about for a whole year, and he stuck to an offer that he made to me and remembered that offer, and he sent those to me. You're a gentleman, Neil. I'm so excited about getting those in. And also Strasberry, which is another variant. I've never grown either of these. Strawberry's about the most exciting I've ever been before, but Neil's not only sent these beautiful things through to us, but he's also sent me some really good instructions. I was hoping he'd do a video in time so we could actually learn how to do it by watching him. We'll see how he goes. So that, Neil, so thanks, mate. That is so cool. On another side is from my sister-in-law Tanya. The start of this video, you see a sign that's on my potting shed called Matthew's Patch, and she made that. And by watching the channel and having a chat to me, she's made me a sign here for the Scrap Palace. So I've got my own Scrap Palace sign that I'm going to be mounting over the top of the Scrap Palace where I'm filming in at the moment. Thanks, Tanya. That's really nice, and I'm going to put that up here so everybody can see that. That's beautiful. Another piece of news, you might remember ages ago at the beginning of winter I thought, oh, let's try it. Let's put an avocado seed into a pot here in the hothouse to see how we went, and have a look at that. Isn't that great? This is the first time I've actually shot a avocado seed in potting mix or in soil. Done it in water before, and often the transition from water to potting soil hasn't really worked out. So this is so good. So it's encouraged me. I'm putting another one in today. Okay, so just thought I'd show you a few things here in the Scrap Palace, a few things around the garden. Blood oranges are starting to darken up, and I know there's some interest for people to see the difference of how they transition from looking like a normal orange into a blood orange if you've never grown them before. So I'm going to show you a bit of that. It's winter, not much to show here. Everything's a little bit quiet. Onions are in, you know, my favourite. My garlic's going beautifully well. So, thanks. Good to be back. This is a perfect example of the difference of when a blood orange starts to transition into the darker red colour. You can see this smaller cluster of fruit here, which is your more standard sort of Valencia orange colour. And here you can see the mottling starting, the red mottling that comes up on a blood orange as the flesh starts to transition into that sort of more jammy, redder colour. See, that's the kind of colour you start to get, that really translucent, freckly red colour. In videos a while ago, you might have remembered when I bought this Davidson plum, and I put up some of the really white translucent shoots that were still coming through at the beginning of winter. These lighter green branches here on the plant are those shoots. Look how much they've grown so quickly here in the Scrap Palace. Wow. Barney, my banana from the Saddleworth market that my wife Melanie got for me, is going berserk. It's been fertilised today with a bit of chook poo water, and it's thriving here in the Scrap Palace during winter. So is the ginger and lemongrass that I got. You might remember at the back here I planted a lot of lettuce and broccoli. The broccoli's heading now, the lettuce is starting to shoot because it's just staying warm in here for it. So I'm going to carve some seed here. I really want some nice organic cos lettuce seed. My mango seedlings that I bought, beautiful. And my white sweet potato, my kumara, is going beautifully well as well. 2/3 through winter, and we've got tomatoes germinating and growing well. Here in this pot where I put a bit of garlic in. It's amazing, isn't it? Okay, got one of Neil's strasberries here that I'm just putting into my new berry bed. So I put a little bit of a mound and spread the root bulk around, and as per Neil's suggestion, and just bed that in nice and firmly here with the raspberries and other things like that. Got a bit of lettuce growing in here at the moment. That's just really basically to fill the gap. I can't stand a bed with nothing in it. But there we go, strasberry. Ready to go. Thanks, Neil. My mystery seeds and bulbs, if you remember from a while ago, that got left on my doorstep, have all shot really, really nicely. These clumping onions are coming up nicely. A lot of the other seed, and we've got a bit of lettuce crammed in here as well, which we've been starting to eat, which is going beautifully well. So there we go. Thanks a lot. Hope you keep up with the videos soon. For those people who I keep an eye on as well on YouTube, I hope to get back to that soon too, and offer you a bit of feedback on what you're doing. Appreciate you coming in, having a look. Looking forward to getting my new sweet potato cuttings in. And I'm off to get Neil's cuttings in for berries. Thanks a lot. See you later. And in the end, my beetroot crop turned out great. Have a look at that.